Duolingo is free, it's fun, and 500 million people use it. But it's also not going to teach you Spanish. After 6 weeks of daily lessons, I ran into a coworker who grew up in Mexico. She said something casual in Spanish, and I caught maybe 2 words. That's when I knew the streak meant nothing. So here's what Duolingo does for you, and what you should use today instead. Okay, so let's give Duolingo some credit. The Spanish course is massive with over 40 units, which is a lot of material. While that may sound overwhelming, the learning experience is designed to be extremely playful and doable. Lessons take 10 minutes or less, and the constant variety has you switching between matching games, listening drills, fill in the blanks, and speaking exercises. Duolingo was built for people who want to fit language learning into their day without it feeling like work. There isn't enough time to get bored with any individual activity because you'll be swiping on to the next activity in 1 or 2 minutes. Here's what works well about Duolingo Spanish. The gamification really keeps you addicted. This is why people who've struggled with building up a regular study habit are drawn to Duolingo. If you're motivated by video games, then earning points and maintaining a daily streak will probably keep you logging in, with all the achievement badges make you feel like you've made some serious progress. The problem is that you haven't made as much real progress as you think. I tested Duolingo Spanish for about 6 weeks, logging in daily, sometimes twice. I came into Duolingo with a decent foundation in Spanish, and I was hoping that the Duolingo games would help increase my vocabulary and work my way up to the next level of Spanish. A few weeks in, and I was still breezing through overly simplistic exercises that I could do half asleep. Tapping on pictures and clicking through games wasn't stretching me. It was just keeping me busy. Most importantly, Duolingo wasn't challenging me to truly use my Spanish. Almost every Duolingo exercise relies on passive learning. All you have to do is recognize the right answer from a set of options. Getting one right answer after another makes you feel successful, but it doesn't prepare you for speaking Spanish aloud under pressure. Even the speaking exercises show you the sentence first. You're not coming up with words and sentences on your own, so you're just repeating phrases in isolation. Plus, there isn't any extended listening practice where you follow a full conversation between native speakers to develop an ear for the way real-world Spanish sounds. No matter how far you advance in Duolingo, you're still doing the same swipe and tap exercises without having to put your Spanish into practice. You could reach Unit 30 and still be unable to order lunch in Madrid. Near the end of my time using Duolingo, I just couldn't follow a simple conversation. I hadn't been improving in Spanish. I was just good at Duolingo. One last gripe I have with Duolingo is that the program never teaches you grammar rules. Duolingo simply shows you the correct word order and assumes you'll pick up on the patterns all by yourself. That sounds nice in theory, but Spanish has some pretty complicated verb forms that get really confusing without clear explanations, examples, and targeted practice. Duolingo simply leaves you guessing. Now, what if you're willing to upgrade to the highest tier, Duolingo Max? It's definitely an improvement, as it adds in AI roleplay and video call features for more speaking and listening practice. But let's be honest though, AI conversation partners are everywhere these days. Duolingo costs about $30 a month, which is a lot more than most competitors, and you don't get any structured speaking support. More importantly, the core lesson format hasn't changed. Outside of the occasional AI chat, you're still spending most of your time on matching games that don't get you anywhere. So what is Duolingo truly good for? It's fine to use as free entertainment if you simply enjoy the games. And if you're still on the fence about whether you're ready to learn Spanish, you might use Duolingo for a week or two to test your motivation. If you're logging in every day, that's a sign that you'll stick with a learning app and you're really ready to upgrade to a more serious Spanish program. Okay, what truly works? After testing nearly 20 Spanish apps, here are the 2 I'd point you towards instead. If you're drawn to Duolingo because you want short, easy lessons with tons of variety, pick Babbel instead. Lessons take just 10 to 15 minutes and alternate between listening, speaking, reading, and typing exercises that are all pretty fun. The difference is the depth of Babbel's curriculum. Spaced repetition pulls the vocab back up right when you're about to forget. So the words stick. Babbel gives you the support and structure that Duolingo misses. You get clear grammar instruction woven into lessons as constant quick tips. Mid-dialogue, a 2-sentence note pops up explaining exactly why a verb form works the way it does, so you're not confused. Like Duolingo, everything is bite-sized and approachable. Instead of drowning in long grammar lessons, you learn grammar in quick bursts here and there. It's just enough instruction to help you master the Spanish verbs that Duolingo doesn't help with. Babbel also provides more hands-on speaking support through their AI conversation tool, Babbel Speak. Duolingo Max throws you into the deep end with freestyle conversations you may not be ready for. Babbel walks you through structured scenarios with visual cues and real-time pronunciation feedback. For me, getting hints whenever I needed them is what got me opening up and talking. Just note that Babbel tops out at the intermediate level, so if you're already conversational, you'll reach that ceiling fast. But for beginners or anyone with rusty high school Spanish, it's one of the best starting points on the market. Babbel runs $8 to $15 a month. I've got a 55% off link in the description if you want to give it a try. Now, if your main goal is to speak Spanish at a fluent level, you should check out Rocket. The program centers around guided audio dialogues between native Spanish speakers, and you're not just passively listening. A moderator pauses the conversation, asks questions, and expects you to answer aloud. The rolling transcript lets you read along when you need support, then toggle it off whenever you want more of a challenge. By participating in a full-length conversation, you get used to hearing real Spanish and answering back on the spot. While Babbel helped me start feeling a little more comfortable speaking Spanish, it was Rocket that really got me conversational. By the end of my first month using Rocket Spanish, I was speaking up automatically without overthinking my word choice. At the same time, I was still constantly improving, as getting my pronunciation graded out of 100 motivated me to put in the extra practice work and watch my score climb. Rocket pairs the audio immersion with dedicated grammar and culture lessons, so you always know what's going on in the language, not just what to repeat. Real conversations, honest pronunciation feedback, and grammar instruction all built in. I love that nothing is left to chance. The trade-off is the price. Rocket only sells lifetime plans, ranging from about $150 to $450, depending on the bundle. If you're serious about Spanish, I've got a 60% off link and code in the description. So where do I stand on Duolingo? Overall, it's a game, not a serious language course. If you want an approachable way to get started with Spanish, go with Babbel instead, or choose Rocket if you want to get conversational as quickly as possible. Either way, you've got way better options than a cartoon owl and a matching game. For a full breakdown of all features, just Google Test Prep Insight Duolingo Spanish Review. And remember, we give away a free language learning subscription every month. Drop a comment below to enter and let me know which one you're leaning toward. If this helped, hit like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.